Yeah, it is. It's
barking.
Got any advice for young comedians who want to one day end up living in a window for a week? Because apparently, this is you've made it when you're. Hey, Dane Cook's never lived in a window.
Yeah, you've never. Yeah, you know you've made it when you're some kind of human installation. No, I don't. Advice. I mean, well, for being a comedian in general, listen to Mark Maron's podcast. It's the most interesting one, right?
Heard yours. I also listen to Nerdist, but I'm a devout.
Nerdist is great too.
Yeah, I'm devout on WTF. I've tried others, like it's all Mark Maron.
WTF is so good.
So good.
The Judd Apatow episode is excellent.
Mike DiStefano one blew me away.
Mike DiStefano one's great. Yeah.
Because I listened to that before I'd ever seen him live, and then I saw him live at Broadway like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But yeah, I mean, for young comics, I mean, there's a lot of resources out there, you know? I mean, in terms of like finding out behind the scenes, like, more so than there used to be. Between Punchline Magazine and another Comics Comic and other comedy blogs and publications. You know, the information's there. You just got to do the work. You know, you got to just write and perform until you're exhausted.
I had my first triple audition last night. I had my first official no, and I was really excited.
Wow. I got rejected like 3 times from the comic strip.
Yeah.
They told me, first time I auditioned at the comic strip, I actually write about this in the book. They told me that I was a combination of, or Lucian Hold, who was the booker when he was alive. He was a good friend of mine, and was my first manager. He told me the first time I auditioned that I was a combination of Jim Gaffigan and Todd Barry and one other person, I forgot who, and he goes, and we already have those guys.
Yeah, I've heard them, they'll use that.
Yeah.
They use that line, we already have 5 of you.
We already have those guys, yeah.
How old were you when you started?
That was when I was about 22.
And if I get, how old are you now?
32. It was 10 years ago. That was when I moved to New York. But I had been working the door at the Washington, D.C. Improv in D.C. since I was like 19. So I'd been hustling for a while. By the time I got to New York and I had an act, you know, and I had a lot of stage time under my belt and I paid a lot of dues, and I thought that I wouldn't have to again, and then it's like, no, you have to. It's a whole new line. It's like going to the dance club and then you realize there's a whole new. There's the roped off area inside the dance club.
Yeah.
That's what New York comedy is like. It's like the roped off area inside the elite dance club.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. One thing I thought of, if you ever want to play with the cameras, I can start waving. You'll see them actually go up and down.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
So just I'll follow you later. Then we can play. Okay.
Sounds good.
Hey Billy.
Yep.
Can you wrap it up?
No problem.
Like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One more question.
Sure.
Do you anticipate you're hanging out with mannequins to aid you in this week-long journey?
Do I anticipate that? Yeah, I think we are gonna get like a mannequin with my face, which is very creepy. But to sit in for me when I need to go do kind of, I guess, human activities. So yeah, I studied up. I watched Mannequin 2, on the move. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, I'm ready. Mannequin 2, you should know. If you're studying, different cast. They lost the major Mannequin 1 players. They lost. I don't even know who it was. You can listen to the Barkers. They can't pronounce my name.
They're really funny.
So they're like, my Birbiglia. Just like, can you imagine how confused the people are who are walking by, who see the guys like in the Downy coach going just like, alright.
Does Downy give you a stuttering problem?
Yeah, that's they advertise that. No, they actually had to be very clear about that Downy does not cure your sleep disorders.
I heard that all the PR people were saying legal was going crazy.
Yeah, totally.
But I think they're about to kick me out. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll see you, buddy.
Appreciate
Nice to
it.
see you.
I'll be tweeting it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.